Welcome back, everybody, to Andertons TV.
Please like and subscribe. Oh,
yes.
sorry, go on.
Hey. I was going to say, this is Danish Pete. And he was going to say, please like and subscribe, and you maybe might win the Klon pedal up in the corner.
And you know what I was thinking, Lee? We should, because there's a wee gap to the million.
There is. We need the population of the Isle of Wight.
So why don't we maybe find something that we can give away when we hit the next 15? So we are what is it, 780 now? So why don't we go?
So
we can give something away at 800,
That's a shout.
and then at 850, and then 900. I'm not saying it could be anything from in here, but we can always. I'm not giving away mine. No, we'll figure something out.
That's a shout. That is a shout. We'll give something away when we hit 800,000.
I think so.
Another thing when we hit 900,000.
No, 850. And then
so generous. Anyway, look,
we'll figure something out. I thought it was a good idea. You can hold it against me.
Control yourself.
Yeah. Oh
Peter
my
Honore.
God.
See. I was looking for a segue.
Can I leave now, please?
Yes.
Can I go now? My mummy's picking me up.
I'm going to do a little video today on some pedals from a company called One Control that we've been dealing with for a little while. And actually, the reason I started the video using this sort of random selection of video and the Agamide. Would you say Agamide?
Is Agamide?
Agamide, push pineapple, shake the tree or something.
So we have a look. So we do the old. We look it up and see how you pronounce.
Oh yes, do pronunciation.com.
Yeah, okay.
Whilst you're looking for it. Now, as you guys will know, we are great friends with Dan Steinhardt from That Pedal Show. And Dan owns a business called The Gig Rig, which makes really fabulous professional switching solutions for pedal boards. And that might be power supplies, it might be little simple two-way switching solutions. It could be all the way up to his Gig Rig G3 thingy. Anyway, brilliant stuff. Pete and I both use them. But, it's aimed at the pro market and it's sort of pro price point kind of stuff. Oh, he's found it.
Sorry.
I do apologise.
It's just how it comes up.
We've got to have a Five Guys Deliveroo advert. Agamide. What does it even mean?
I think it's a type of lizard.
Well, that would make sense. So the One Control guys do their own range of switching solutions, of which the Agamide is one of them. And it could, again, they do power supplies, they do little MIDI switches, they do switches like this, all sorts of solutions. And again, check out the links below. But this particular pedal here, £199, is a 6-loop switcher, and we're using it in its direct sort of mode. So basically, each of these buttons is going to switch one of the loops on. I'm just using 3 loops at the moment. However, that is not all, because this also has what's called a program mode. So I've got something like 20 banks worth of a 5-loop program, where I can say, actually, I hit this button and it might be these 3 pedals, and then I hit this button and it might be a different 3 pedals or whatever. So amazing stuff. And I think some of their switching solutions start from about £99. But look, check the links below. That's the Agamide. They even do, I think they do a big one called the Chameleon, which is a little bit more like the higher end.
And can I just point out as well, it's got 9-volt outputs of that.
It has, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on it.
9-volt outputs.
Yeah, so we're powering the pedals from here. We're switching the loops in and out from here.
Clever, man.
And I just wanted to start the little segue off of showing you that. I am now going to disconnect all of this and just much more simply plug in pedals so that it's more obvious to you as to which ones we're using.
Yeah.
So join us again in a couple of minutes' time, or even
hours.
after this click of this finger here, where we'll just start looking at the pedals.
There you go.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah. Okay, so as I said, lots of cool stuff here. Definitely worth going to have a little look at all the different switching solutions from One Control. But, excuse me, the bulk of this video is going to be looking at the pedals that they make. And the pedals are all designed by Bjorn Hjul. Swedish pedal and amp maker, and they're all kind of in this sort of mini pedal format, and they're all kind of reasonably affordable. We're not talking. This is not cheap sort of Tone City Moa kind of thing, but it's sort of that mid-price 100 quiddy kind of dough.
It's an interesting, this slightly elongated box, isn't it, compared to other? It's
funny you say that. I think it is. I think
if
it is.
If you grab that's the.
Or is it an optical illusion?
No, it's not.
It is. Look, Pete has. I mean, Pete is an expert at spotting when something is marginally smaller than something else. But he's completely right. Look at that.
Especially if it's in the length.
So and they all. Oz wanted me to point out. That the camera is unlikely to pick up the fact that each pedal has its own unique texture.
Yeah. So especially good if you lick your pedals.
So like this Sonic Blue Twanger has a slight sort of snowflake kind of...
Snowflake?
Yeah.
Funny you should say that.
Funny you should say that. Anyway...
welcome to YouTube.
So as seems to be the way with... pedal companies these days. We have 750 overdrive pedals.
And
at least I think 3 or 4 or a couple, of modulation pedals, and then some reverbs and delays and stuff. So we're going to do boosts and drives first, and I'll tell you a little bit about each one.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, it looks like someone have got switches on the side.
They have.
Well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Okay.
Right. Obviously, I mean, some potentially lost in translation stuff here, but of course, Pete has a signature pedal with One Control, the purple humper.
I didn't know that.
He didn't know that, but so we've got that first.
It's my middle name.
The humper is brilliant.
Just,
The humper is a mid-boost hump pedal, I suppose. So I thought we'd throw that in at the beginning, but we'll start with these 3, and then we'll see what happens when the little purple humper...
when the dogs hump me at home, I hump them right back.
So the first one we're going to listen to is called the Cranberry Overdrive. So the Cranberry Overdrive, they describe as it inherits the characteristics of the original Strawberry Overdrive. I don't know if we have that anymore.
Yeah, I saw it.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay. Has a low-cut trim pot on the side here, which is nice. I like the fact that you can get to the trim pot without having to take the back off the pedal.
Yeah. But have you got a screwdriver that can trim it, or is it out in the open for you to grab it?
No, you need a screwdriver. You need a little small.
Does it come with a screwdriver?
Moderate compression, fast response, superb lead boost for any genre of music. Let's try that then. Here we go. Here's our clean sound, by the way.
Okay. It's got very almost a quacky kind of cue.
We've got volume, treble, and drive. So we'll just start with a low drive setting.
And I'm on this 535, the Heritage. Okay, so let's turn it off, please, just to see.
I really like the mid-range that it's accentuating.
And there's some kind of clean, a little bit of clean coming through. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Kind of distorting.
Well, look, I like that. And as I said, the trim pot on the side allows you to adjust how much of the bass end is taken out. So a little bit sort of, although it's not suggesting it's tube screamer, but I guess in that sort of sense
It's
of
got a
taking
tube
some of that
screamer
bass end
vibe.
out. Maximum volume, maximum overdrive.
If you turn it on, that'll help as well.
Oh yes.
It's got this. It's. What can I describe that?
It's
What
got
is it?
that
What is
sort
that
of
sound?
almost liquid fuzz kind of vibe to that very first
What is that? What
note.
is that?
I like it.
Yeah, it's got this. It's got a bell thing going on the top of it, but it's more of a. It's got more of a distortion. This is the
this has
Mischief
been
Maker.
customized. Mischief Maker, but with a Vega trem on it.
With the Vega trem, so you
Suzanne
can be
Vega
Suzanne-
signature series trem system. Want to do this? I mean, it's going to be a long video if we're going to use 2 guitars on each
Yeah,
pedal.
I know,
but
I
hey,
See, it's a different tone, isn't it? But it's got that. Maybe stick with this actually for the just because it's.
there's just no bad distortion pedals anymore, are there?
No.
I don't know what you. Honestly, if,
I wish that was the same with people.
well, this is true. Yeah, yeah. Well, most people are nice. It's just the extreme ones aren't. So.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
I
Cranberry
like that,
Overdrive
yeah.
from One Control, another perfectly good
Yeah.
overdrive pedal.
Yeah.
Persian Green Screamer. I'm guessing tube screamer vibe here. Quite what the Persian element is for. I mean, is that a? I think of carpets more than anything else. I think of
Aladdin?
Persian. Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Okay, Persian Green Screamer.
So many innuendos
Not
in this game.
sure, yeah, what the Persian reference is. There is a switch on the side of this to go between vintage and modern, though.
It's funny now after. Sounds good. Tell you what is funny after hearing that Halcyon now with
Yeah.
that blend and it's got that modern mode. That's what that has.
Right.
And I assume that's older than the Halcyon.
Let's have a little look.
But also, I have never noticed Tube Screamers having that much
Yeah.
clean coming through before.
Forward setting on here is slightly louder and slightly less compressed and saturated. So here we go.
Go middle position.
Really nice low
that
gain
sounds good,
kind of
yeah.
drive pedal. Again, very much, I think, doing that slightly nasally pushed mid-range thing that the Tube
Yeah, yeah.
Screamer.
This trem system is amazing, and you could
We must
do an installation.
do a Vega trem.
So easy.
John Connon has put a Vega trem on one of his guitars as well,
Yeah.
and was raving about it the other day.
Yeah, I mean it's so smooth, man.
We will absolutely do that another day. Anyway, so
It's
here's
a beautiful
Maximum
thing.
Drive. Or if I pull it back into this mode,
Pull it back,
it'll
baby.
go a little heavier still, I think.
It's a good sounding pedal.
It's a good sounding pedal, right?
Really quickly. Oh, you want to do that?
Well, I think I might use the mid humper over the top of it. So let's just see. So if we get ourselves our kind of
Yeah.
rhythmy tone, which actually I think I preferred.
That's. Let me just do this, John. it does hump it in the middle.
It's more
Subtle.
subtle than I was expecting it to be. Let's be honest. I mean, with a name like Purple Humper, you would think.
Me and Prince.
Wasn't he in Bambi?
Prince.
No.
Oh, the Purple Humper.
Humper.
Let's just quickly before we go.
In Isolation, just over a clean sound.
Isolation. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot there. That definitely pushes it, doesn't it? Much more with the humbuckers.
Yeah, you need less gain to make the purple
hump more.
Hump more. Yes.
Hump harder. Hashtag hump harder.
Okay. Right, let's do the Strawberry Red Overdrive in 4K.
In
All right?
4K?
In 4K.
8K is coming up soon, isn't it? What are you going to do then?
Wow. So we can all watch it on our iPhones, you mean? What are controls we got here? Treble and bass, drive and volume.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I completely forgot to obviously read what one control said about the Persian Green Screamer, but you'll be pleased to know that it is indeed a tube screamer.
Wow.
Right.
I was wondering.
The Strawberry Red Overdrive in 4K is... it's been decades since the first effect pedal was called an overdrive. This is true. How many overdrive pedals have been made so far? Now there is a whoever guesses nearest wins something quiz. How on earth we would find the answer out?
But I mean, how does made in total? Just any.
Just how many different kinds of overdrive pedals have there ever been? What a piece of research that is.
6 or 7?
No. I mean, of every brand of pedal ever that has made
thousands. It must be thousands.
Josh from JHS would know.
Yes.
Okay. So, according to this, the Strawberry Red Overdrive 4K does not imitate the sound of existing pedals. How many times have we heard that claim before? Blah-de-blah-de-blah. We've ensured this pedal will work well with a wide range of amplifiers. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's basically 17 paragraphs of words saying how unique an overdrive pedal this is, when in fact,
it's an
just an
overdrive
pedal.
It sounds great.
It does sound good.
I mean, it sounds like a Timmy or something.
Low drive?
Yeah.
Bit more.
I like the strawberry.
I would be
Daiquiri.
more than happy with any of those pedals on
Yeah.
board so far. So there we go. 4 down,
Kitty
16 to go. Welcome back in 2 minutes. Boosh! Right. 4 more pedals. They have a little acronym. AIAB.
Pedals.
AIB!
More pedals.
Amp in a box stands for.
Just an amp in
although
a box?
bizarrely, sometimes they put AIAB as part of the model number and it means it's an amp in a box. And sometimes they don't, but it doesn't
But it's still
necessarily
an
mean
amp
it's
in a
an amp in a box.
Yeah.
And what they describe as their amp in a box pedals are pedals that you can either use as normal pedals, which
Yeah.
is how we're going to demo them, or you can just use them as preamp pedals. If you want to go straight into something like that little TC impulse response thingy,
clever thing. Yeah.
then you just have 2 little pedals straight into a desk and sounds like a guitar.
Or you can use them to throw at your children if they're not behaving. I mean,
Absolutely,
You know,
100%.
you hit
So
them
we're going to
once with
start
that.
off now with the Jubilee Red AIAB, described as a Silver Jubilee
Okay.
Marshall-y kind of thing, which is
Okay.
great. It's a great amplifier.
Absolutely.
So let's have a little listen. We have got volume, treble, middle. Oh, that's interesting. So we don't have treble and bass. We have treble and middle, and then volume and gain. Start everything on halfway. Here we go.
yeah. It's got that.
Very big bass end.
That's
like
got that.
it.
Yeah, middle, low. What is it called? Low, mid hump.
Listen to him go on a Strat and everything.
Yeah, that's the elephant. This. Oh, that was it.
I
Sorry.
don't mind that at all.
No, it's good, wasn't it?
I don't mind that at all. I should also
Yeah, it's
mention bass players if you're watching. I'm not sure why you would be, but if you're watching, there are one controlled bass pedals. Note
maybe
to
we'll
the
do,
bass team.
yeah,
Please
we'll
review
do that.
those next time you're in.
Absolutely.
Let's do the fluorescent orange. I think that's
Fluorescent
going to be an orange amp kind of
I
vibe thing.
That was the one I read up, and it
Could
is
be.
actually an orange.
It says huge saturated citrus gain tones. Got to be,
Citrus.
right? Volume, presence, and master. Oh, I wonder what that's going to do. Yes, master.
If life gives you citrus.
Oh, look, do you know what? Inside, I
amps.
hadn't even realised, but in the photo gallery
right.
on our website, there are photographs of what the insides of the pedals look like. And that's just reminded me, because this
That
is
looks
quite
like
unusual for these. You know, you can put batteries in these.
Can you?
Or mains. Yep,
Wow.
they're all battery.
And look at that. That's the same as the design on the box.
Oh,
That's
little
what they look
dots
like
in it.
inside.
Good spot. Okay, here we go.
Wow, that's loud,
Crikey,
isn't it?
that's loud.
That sounds good, doesn't it? See if I can get my. I guess King tones on.
According to the website listing, the orange works best with humbucking tones.
Well then,
I think that sounded pretty
let me-
good
let me
with
get
single
a-
coils, but absolutely.
My bucker out.
Some claiming a 56 dB of gain in this. I mean,
Well, it
holy
did sound like
mother
there was a lot
moly.
of tone. I mean, that's not very bluesy, is
No,
it? in
I
my
would say
opinion?
it sounded.
I don't know. I mean,
If it's any good with the strap.
yeah, I
but-
thought so.
Done? Right.
That sounded like it, didn't
The Blue Twanger. There's some great naming conventions here.
Yeah.
The Sonic Blue Twanger
Yeah.
is apparently a Fender Deluxe kind of
Okay.
vibe.
Okay.
We shall see. We shall see.
So I'll bring up the Mischief Maker here.
Okay. What have we got here? We've got Master, Treble, and Volume again.
Master Treble. It's got that
Big
again,
bass end,
big
right?
fat. That's in a. It's in a. The bucket tone lead. That's the bucket tone. Ooh.
I could see this possibly being more
There's a little switch
popular
on the side,
as I wonder what the switch does. More popular as a straightforward amp into a impulse response thing. Also on the side here is a rhythm and lead setting. So at the moment we are in rhythm. If I go to the lead setting, it just massively increases the amount of gain that I can switch in.
That sounds great on that side, doesn't it? But is it just because it turns it up it sounds better?
There's a lot of extra
Yeah, I like
volume,
that.
isn't it?
Because it just pushes the front end of the amp, doesn't it?
A little bit with the heritage, bit
Why
of
not?
sort of Larry Carlton styly.
Larry Carlton, I can't play
335
like-
into a blackface kind of
Play like Larry
amplifier.
Carlton.
Absolutely
not.
Who knows?
That sounds good. I like that. Nice
Okay,
tone.
so I can't even
Slong.
speak. Stringer. Lastly, Purple Plexi Dist. I mean, I'm guessing this is obviously Plexi-based distortion. Yes,
I like
another
that design
amp
on
and a
that
box pedal. So all four of these, in fact, are what they class as amp and a box pedals. Also, another little hidden
Tiny little hole there, yeah.
control on the side there for adjusting the mid-range, a little bit like one of the pedals we messed around with earlier.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is the Purple Plexi Dist.
That's definitely. It's just everywhere. Just Metallica. Isn't it?
Maximum. try it with the Strat. I kind of feel like sometimes these videos are getting increasingly difficult to sort of try to offer any sort of really objective advice to people, because it's like, here's another video full of pedals that sound really good.
But it sounds like a lot of other videos that we have done already.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, so what do you...
I think it's us. I don't think it's we play a lot of pedals that sound the same. But they want to still hear what that sounds like.
No,
maybe
I
they've got
agree.
2 windows open. You know, like when you were young and you have dial-up internet and you have to have loads of pictures open with. What they're doing
that
now.
Long ago, like it doesn't feel like it was more than 4 or 5 years ago, where there was still a sense of like, oh yeah, if you want the one that really sounds like the good Marshall in the box pedal, it's that one. Buy that one.
Yeah.
Now it's a bit like, sort of, buy any of them. They're kind of all in the ballpark.
Yeah. It's
and
more
I guess,
if you like the brand then, or
do you like the
design,
format of the pedal, or the color of the pedal, or the price of the pedal, or I don't know. Yeah, it's just a bit of a. That's what I meant. I just think it's becoming more difficult now. I wonder sometimes whether or not the only true way to find out what we really like is to go back and do those blindfold shootouts again. Isn't it?
That's
because in isolation, all of these are sounding really, really good.
Yeah.
But anyway, here we go with this.
That's the proper. But that is that. There is that belly.
Well, and that's
bell-endy.
I always think like an old Marshall has that slightly more less controlled distortion, so it's almost like, oh, the amp's right on the edge of about to go.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Whereas more modern gain is more controlled and tighter, and I think they've done a good job with that. Okay, we are halfway through the video. Another 4 pedals coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 3 drive pedals now. It's the last of the drive pedals, and a buttery yellow auto quack.
Oh, I love an auto quack.
Ooh. So we do the drive pedals first, I think. Finish off that segment.
Finish off on the quack.
So we're doing the Super Apricot OD.
Super apricot.
I do like a dried apricot.
I love a dried, not a moist apricot. It's a dry.
This is saying it's a 60s Supro vibe. What's the apricot connection then to Supro? Hey ho. You'll be amazed at the Super Apricot's depth. Tone is saturated without feeling overly compressed and can evoke the massive sound made famous by the 1964 Thunderbolt 15 bass amp.
Is it a bass pedal?
No. Much like other 1 or 2 other American-made amps, it was designed for bass but attained legendary status once guitar players started playing them. Let's give it a whirl, right? No little tiny switches. No, we're just good to go. I feel like I built it up and then switched it on and it didn't sound
and
like
it doesn't
anything.
do much, but
Aha,
there it
just
is.
needs a different setting. Okay.
I like that.
It's a huge, crikey, bass end.
But here, turn it off and then. Yeah, it's got that. Nice and fat. That's a good
I'm
tone.
just going to say, after basically throwing shade over pedals for just all being the same, that's pretty niche,
good.
right?
I don't know if it's niche, but it's got this. What is it? It's almost like the Lightspeed. It's got that frequency knob. We could put loads of low end in it. Oh, and the Dane's Boost, it's got that, and you could put low end into it.
Let's try it.
So
low drive.
Is that is that the gain and the low end comes in at the same time?
We have drive and volume and treble.
Okay, so that's interesting. See, so when you put more gain in it, it also becomes more low endy. I think that sounds
I like that one.
brilliant.
Super apricots, also
Wow.
very good for the digestive system.
Is it?
The Raspberry
Fibre.
Booster, yeah, high-end fibre. The Raspberry Booster, one of the most musical boost pedals you'll ever hear. Bold claim.
So just when you click it,
featuring a unique input impedance control. Ooh. Oh yeah, Z control. What does that do then?
Was it Z? You have
Z,
to remember.
I do apologise, yes. Right, the unique Z knob. Where's Z? Z's dead, baby. The unique Z control controls the input impedance from 9.8 kilohertz K 1000. I don't even know what this is.
It's going well
from
today.
9.8K to 319K. Specific.
That is.
Adjusting this control allows you to manipulate how the top end of your tone rolls off. If you set it to the minimum, the sound becomes soft and warm, like a plump semi-acoustic humbucker. Wow.
Plump semi-acoustic.
As you increase the impedance, the top end changes sharply and the resolution of the whole tone changes. It affects the movement of your tone too. Crikey.
That's a lot.
Right, yeah, we're going to have to see what this actually means in real
what
life.
happens to people just plugging stuff in
I
and
know.
just seeing what they think it sounds like?
So
I think it sounds
let's
like it has
try...
the bouquet of red wine. I mean, that's proper boost level, yeah. I think...
So this is, as the name would suggest, this is boosting rather than going into the realms of an overdrive pedal, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still got that, just on the top, there's a...
Maybe we'll see how this works in connection with a regular
Let's
overdrive
do
pedal
that.
over here. So now we're moving over. So yes, we might come back to the Raspberry Booster in a minute. Now we are going over to the Rebel Red Scummed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for the bold claim?
Yeah.
One Control's original Rebel Red distortion is going to turn your amp into a fire breather. It's obviously a distortion pedal. It has drive, distortion, drive and distortion.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Volume
whoa,
and
whoa, whoa,
treble.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Wow!
whoa,
Two
whoa, whoa, whoa,
stages
whoa, whoa.
of
Hang on.
gain.
Whoa, whoa.
What's going on here?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Are we ready?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's good. That's the sound for all the kids that want to play that
on.
song.
Keep playing.
I was like, I know. I like it. I think
I
it's a
don't
good
mind that at
overdrive
all.
song.
Try the other one. I want to see how this raspberry booster helps with it. And then we'll do the yellow duck.
Okay. That's funny, that doesn't sound too radically different from these, so you can hear me.
Yeah, so the raspberry booster is a little bit more like the purple humper, but I prefer the raspberry booster
to the purple humper.
In the sense of I like how it works as a booster. But there we go, look.
That's not what you said last time.
Loads of gain in this Rebel Red Distortion.
Yeah, that's a good sound.
Let's try something off the menu of my local Chinese takeaway, the butter yellow auto quack.
I might have that tonight, actually. Yeah.
I'm guessing this is some sort of like a Dr. Q kind of.
Don't kill me. Don't eat me. That reminds me that we take the dogs for a walk. Got a little pond down there where I live, and there's tiny little ducklings now. What's the sensitivity, isn't it? But they all kind of compress a tiny bit, so.
I missed it. Got a little switch. Got a little switch here.
Oh, let's see.
It's a tone switch. Oh yeah, that was a little bit Kiss-like,
But it
wasn't
was up here instead.
That's the Butto Yellow
Yeah.
autoquack.
I didn't quack the way I like it to quack.
Okay, fine. Oh my God!
Yes, there we
Okay,
go.
We're here.
We're in the home run.
Mr. Pete, would you mind turning the reverb off on your guitar amplifier, please? Merci beaucoup. Okay,
Merci
so
beaucoup.
for the final demonstration here, we've got a Tiger Lily tremolo, a little copper chorus, the C turquoise delay, love it, and the Prussian blue reverb. They're into this.
Tiger Lily is from Peter Pan, isn't it? That's
I
one
get
of the,
that, but what's with the the Persian screaming and the Prussian blue reverb? Who knows?
They're trying to get free gas, aren't they?
Right.
Put in a good word. You never know. Yeah.
Right.
Give me some.
The reverb. We've turned the reverb off on the amp. We've just got reverb from the Prussian blue.
Give me some offshore reverb there, Lee.
And the and the switch on the side of this now gives you the option to kill the dry signal. So if you only want to hear the reverb, which I'm guessing perhaps in some guitar effects loops might be how you want to do it, because if the effects loop's like a parallel loop.
Yeah, it's like a shoegazer thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can create soundscape.
I'm not sure I've done a very good job of explaining that, but here's what a reverb pedal sounds like if you only hear the reverb. Ready? Here we go. So we're not going to use it on that mode. Then we've got level, tone, and decay to get some.
That's nice. I like it.
It's quite a simple
and
reverb.
it's quite a top end. There's a nice top end to it.
Yeah, I'm sort of used to seeing, you know, reverbs with like, you know, do you want it whole or room or whatever, and actually to get a sense of an over-the-top reverb, you really have got to turn everything up sort of full. So I think it's just like a normal reverb.
Yeah, it's nice. It sounds nice. It's nice. You have to buy it now because it goes up 78% in. I've heard.
No, it's unfortunately there are sanctions against this pedal now.
No, so they keeps the government has. This is one of the things
they
they
just
have.
turned off the. Do you know what? I'm not even sure that Prussia and Russia are the same thing.
Probably not. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, let's not go there. Under pressure.
It's going well.
Thousands of tears later.
So we'll leave the Prussian blue reverb pedal on for the remainder of this video, and that's what you will hear as reverb. But let's start with a Tiger Lily tremolo.
I like a tremolo.
Tiger Lily from Peter Pan, right? Ooh. Speed, too much. You'd have a little play with that whilst I look it up.
Tiger
Okay,
Lily.
so we've got here speed, depth, and amplitude, which control the basic, you know, sound of the
speed
tremolo.
and depth, very
and
important.
then there's a little interesting little phase control on the side here, which I have just read about, and is all to do with trying to use both channels on an old sort of, you know, Fender blackface kind of amplifier where you've got like the normal and the vibrato channel, and solving some sort of issue with the two channels being out of phase with each other. If that sounds like a problem you've had, then head on over to the One Control website. Yes, sorry for keeping you up, Pete.
Come
and
hear
you
it.
can read how that might fix it. But the tremolo itself, yes, let's go from its slowest to its fastest modes.
How slow does it go? So that's like
It can go less deep. It can go less deep. Or it can go more deep. I do quite like the fact that just, you know, full up, it's like a complete on-off style tremolo, and then down low, it's more subtle. And then fast, it goes like this. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Sensibly priced, nice and small, sounds good. Tiger Lily tremolo. Now we're going over to the little copper chorus with all the usual speed, width, and color type controls that you'd expect.
It does sound a bit out of phase, doesn't it?
Analogy, I like it. I love Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy, I love Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy. Luckily you hear guitar when what he was saying, didn't hear that.
Let's see what this color control does, like a tone control maybe.
So it must be like a tone, right?
3 days later.
Let's have a little look. So we'll go. I would
In the
say
middle, everything is the 12 o'clock.
Well,
Let's see
yeah.
what it
So
does.
you got this tone control at the top here, and then
Colour.
I kind of like. I normally go deep and slow, but that's
Not what I've heard.
That's this kind of tone.
You go fast and shallow. It's almost like it's slightly. It's slightly out of phasey, and also it's almost like I feel like when I hit it, it's a little bit laggy.
It does say here. I mean,
lacking
I'm not
a little bit.
your sort of go-to expert on
course.
oscillation modes and everything, but it does say
Oscillation.
that typical choruses run a triangular wave oscillator, whereas
Yeah.
the little copper utilizes a sine wave oscillator.
Is that like that, isn't it? That's more.
Anyway, let's go the other way. So if you want more of a wobbly sound, but a shallower kind of. Good.
Nice.
Right, good sounding chorus pedal.
Yeah.
And finally, you'll be pleased to know, the
Is it
last
this?
one is our sea turtle delay.
Is it called sea turtle delay?
Sea turquoise
Oh,
delay.
I thought it said sea turtle. Does it come with a straw?
We have volume, delay, and feedback. Pretty normal control. So it's come with a straw.
It's just, the people just need to stop using straws. Anyway,
Oh,
whatever.
I see. I'm sorry. Good shout. Absolutely. 600 milliseconds
Yeah.
of delay. So
Okay.
it's on the shorter side. It's as in it's sort of, when I say shorter, it's kind of, it's completely fine for like 97% of guitar music, just not kind of some of that crazier sort of shoegazery long sort of stuff.
I mean, 300 is enough for me, to be fair.
And then we've got feedback amount of delays, repeats, volume. And then on the side, a little bit like the reverb, again, we've got the option to kill the dry signal
see,
if
okay,
we
yeah.
want, but we don't for this particular demonstration. But it's too many repeats there, isn't there?
Oh, wow.
So here we go. It's just a straight digital delay, isn't it? I'm going to go mega ambient.
Is that the loudest
That's
it goes?
the loudest. I was just about to do that for you. Loads of repeats. Too many for me.
Yeah. This is a bit. For me, that it sounds a little bit too much like it's in a tin, It's almost like a phaser tone.
Because I was going to say, I don't
like that?
think this is.
It's almost more phasery.
Yeah, for me it sounds less traditional chorus.
Yeah.
Like if I think of a very traditional chorus like a CE2 or something
Yes.
like that, this sounds more flangery,
Yeah,
phasery,
flangery, phasery.
kind of territory. Aren't they? Clear and clean,
Yeah,
no
that's
noise.
digital stuff, isn't it?
Well,
Anyway,
there we are.
lots of pedals.
we have
Can we
got to
not
the
do
end.
this for a while again?
Yeah, this is the problem, pedal manufacturers. Please, can you just make less pedals?
Yeah.
Make our life much easier. And if you're just going to make overdrive pedals, just like make 3 or something. That would be perfect.
See, that's not enough. I think 4 or 5 is then 4 or 5 different variations with you need a fuzz, you need a distortion.
There's no fuzz here, right?
No, there's not.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, that's it. Look,
Yeah.
so this whole range, I said the funnily enough, I mean, the main thing that we got excited about with the One Control range, and the main reason we kind of took it on, was actually all the stuff that we didn't really show you in this video. So perhaps we'll flash a few more images up on screen now. But the switching stuff is really good and really affordable.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Yeah.
And then the pedals, I'm just going to put them in, you know, nothing wrong with these. You know what? If you like the look of them, you like the sound of it, the price is fair. Yeah. They're all true bypass. They're all sturdy made. Yeah. I mean, it's like nothing wrong with that. No. So thank you very much, Mr. Pete, for joining me. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. What are we going to call this? Out of control. One control.
Completely out of one control.
Completely out of one control. What's that? Oh, you got that, mate. That's where all the difference came from on that guitar, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Great. See you later, everyone. Au revoir. Right. Not going to go there.
Hello. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.